The complexities of human behavior often leave us bewildered when it comes to understanding the actions of individuals, especially when those actions involve heinous crimes committed by teenagers against their own friends. This video delves into some tragic instances where friendships took a devastating turn, leaving behind heartbreak and questions about what went wrong. Number 1. The Skylar Neese case stands as a chilling reminder of the unpredictability that can lie beneath the surface of seemingly close friendships among teenagers. In 2012, the small town of Star City, West Virginia, was rocked by a tragic event that would change the lives of everyone involved forever. Skylar Neese, a 16-year-old high school student, was a vivacious and outgoing young girl. She had formed an inseparable bond with her two best friends, Rachel Schoaf and Sheila Eddy, both also 16 at the time. The trio's friendship had flourished over the years, with countless shared memories and experiences. Skylar, Rachel, and Sheila were often seen together, laughing, and appearing to be the best of friends. The details that emerged during the investigation painted a disturbing picture. The motive behind Skylar's murder was rooted in jealousy, betrayal, and a desire for control. Rachel Schoaf later confessed that she felt Skylar was an outsider, and her feelings of envy had grown to the point of obsession. This toxic mix of emotions led Rachel and Sheila to plan the unthinkable, the murder of their own best friend. On the night of Skylar's murder, the two girls lured her into their car under the guise of a late-night joyride. As they drove to a secluded spot in the woods, Skylar was oblivious to the horror that awaited her. When they reached their destination, Rachel and Sheila attacked Skylar, brutally stabbing her multiple times. The details of the violence that ensued are both shocking and deeply distressing. After the heinous act was committed, Rachel and Sheila attempted to conceal their crime. Skylar's parents, worried sick about their missing daughter, were desperate for answers. The community rallied together in search efforts, unaware that the answers they sought were held by the very people who had once called Skylar a friend. As days turned into weeks, the weight of guilt and fear began to take its toll on Rachel Schoaf. Overwhelmed by the magnitude of their actions, she ultimately confessed to the murder, leaving many grappling with a sense of disbelief and horror. In the wake of Skylar's murder, questions about justice, rehabilitation, and forgiveness emerged. Rachel Schoaf, who had confessed to her involvement, was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Sheila Eddy, however, entered a guilty plea and received a life sentence for her role in the murder. Number 2, the Slender Man stabbing case of 2014 stands as a stark reminder of the powerful impact that online content can have on impressionable young minds. In a horrifying turn of events, two 12-year-old girls, Anissa Wire and Morgan Geyser, lured their friend Peyton Leutner into the woods and brutally stabbed her 19 times. The motive? A belief in the fictional character Slender Man, a terrifying internet phenomenon that took on a disturbingly real presence in their young lives. The two girls, who had been friends for years, were drawn into a world where fantasy and reality began to blur. The online stories and images of Slender Man took on a sinister significance in their minds, convincing them that not only did Slender Man exist, but that they needed to prove their loyalty to him by committing a heinous act. Fueled by a toxic combination of youthful naivety and online manipulation, Anissa and Morgan hatched a plan to murder their friend. In May 2014, the girls invited Peyton Leutner for a sleepover. During the night, they led her into a nearby woods under the pretense of playing a game. It was there that their sinister intentions came to light. Anissa and Morgan brutally attacked Peyton, stabbing her repeatedly in a shocking act of violence. Peyton miraculously survived, managing to crawl to a nearby road where she was discovered and rushed to the hospital. Number 3. The Parker Hume murder case, a chilling tale that unfolded in New Zealand in 1954, serves as a stark illustration of how even the most seemingly unbreakable bonds of friendship can take a sinister turn. The tragic story of Pauline Parker and Juliet Hume, both 15 years old, shook the nation and ignited a nationwide discussion about the complexities of adolescent relationships and the depths to which they can descend. Pauline Parker and Juliet Hume were two young girls who appeared to share an inseparable and intense friendship. They met at school and quickly developed a deep connection that transcended the boundaries of traditional companionship. In June 1954, Pauline Parker and Juliet Hume conspired to murder Pauline's own mother, Honora Reaper. The details of the crime are as shocking as they are distressing. The girls lured Honora to a secluded area where they bludgeoned her with a brick, resulting in her death. The trial resulted in both Paulina Parker and Juliet Hulme being found guilty of murder. They were subsequently sentenced to prison but were released after serving around 5 years each, under new identities and with the condition that they never contact each other again. If you want to stay updated with more thought-provoking content, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe.